Hey everyone, it's V, and welcome back to From Zero to Retro. In last video, we got ourselves $80 to the bank, as well as a new addition to the retro room, and a free flip that we're going to be working on in today's video. I gotta bring it in here, because I don't want to make a mess out in the living room, so let me do that, and I'll be right back. Alright, I got the entertainment center back here in the retro room. I would bring it outside, but it looks like it might rain today. Also, it is really heavy, and trying to get that off my porch alone is not something I want to do. So as we can see here, there's a little bit of damage on the top here, as well as a little nick in the corner on the edge. But that's not going to matter too much because I'm going to sand it all down, refinish the top, and reseal it. And then my plan is to get new handle hardware, paint the hinges black, and then everything else is going to be a nice dark gray with probably some green undertones. So that way people can use it for their living room or something like that. But to do that, we're going to have to go spend some money. So let's go to Lowe's. Alright guys, just got back from Lowe's. We spent a total of $70.24. Got the receipt right here. And this is all we got. We got black spray paint, foam roller, and tray. We ended up going with this golden oak wood finish. You can see how that turns out. We got myself some sanding pads for my sander and 4 new cabinet pulls for these doors down here. Now, the best thing I got was this, the Valspar paint for $28. This can is normally about $60, but it was in their Oops paint section, which means somebody else bought it, returned it. They're selling at a discounted price, and it was a little bit lighter than I needed, but I just asked nicely, and the people there made it a little bit darker for me, and I think this is going to look fantastic. Now, one thing with these hinges, or these knobs, is I've already messed with this one a little bit, but right here, they got nails in them. So I'm going to have to pry these off and get them all removed. If the holes are a little bit bad, I do got some gap filler down in the basement that I can use to fill those. But right now, what I'm going to work on is getting the doors off, getting the top sanded, and then hopefully putting on our first coat of wood finish. Whew. Next time, I need lower grit sandpaper, because the 120 is not what I needed at all. I need something more like 60 or 80. But I'm going to wipe off this top real quick and then get the first coat of stain on it. Alright, honestly, if you do this, wear a mask and gloves. I'm not wearing one, obviously, because, yeah, do not follow my example. I'm going to open up the window, though, to make sure there's a good airflow. I'm also going to put the fan in here to get all the fumes out. You're supposed to do this in a well-ventilated area. My mistake. But I'm gonna let this dry, see if we gotta put more on afterwards, and yeah, see you then. All right, we just put our third coat of stain on. It's looking pretty good in my opinion. I'm gonna work on getting the doors off now so I can paint the hinges and get all the old handles off so I can replace those after we get a good painting on it. So yeah, let's do that. So now it's just about taking off all the screws. There's 6 per hinge, and then we're gonna have the hinges laid down here, and I'm gonna spray paint them, flip them over, and spray paint the other side as well. After that, I'm going to go and sand down most of the cabinet surfaces to make it a little bit easier to paint. If you don't, the paint won't stick as well. And then I'm just going to lay them all out here, paint everything nice and easy with the roller, then go back in with the paintbrush to be able to get those more finer detail areas. Again, you want to do this so that way everything looks good once the paint dries, and it looks more professional in my opinion. And there we go. The cabinet doors are all painted. I got the front side and the back side all this color. Now we just need to put the knobs and the hinges back on and attach it to the rest of the body. Now before I put those cabinet doors back on, I need to put a clear coat on the top here. It's important to make sure you have this on so that way there's no scratches or anything in the future. After that, I need to tape off all the surfaces that I do not want to get paint on. This is very important, especially if you want a clean look at the end of the project. As you can see, I'm making sure I get all my edges, all my corners very nicely. Then the fun part, it's time to paint. Again, I take my roller and I'm doing all the large surfaces that I can. And then after that is done, I'm going to go back with my little paintbrush to get all the intricate details painted away. And yeah, this took me probably about an hour or two between all the coats I had to do. And yeah, it definitely took a while. Now it's time to finish things up. I started by moving all the doors in, taking the tape off, and then fixing up a few areas that the tape were covering that I needed paint on. Then I just start putting all the screws back in, making sure everything's lined up. That right door there was giving me some problems, as well as the left. I just could not get them to line up. That left door, however, worked just fine, and the right one as well. And there we go. The new transformed entertainment center is now complete. Now, if you saw there when I was putting the doors on, I was running into a bit of a problem. I could not get these middle doors to close correctly, or this one right here. As I have learned, you can put the hinges on upside down, and it will prevent the door from closing. But yeah, so all that's left to do now is to take some pictures, post it, and hope it sells. As for the lamp, I just cleaned it real quick, took off the cobwebs, any dirt I saw. It does work, I did test it, and that'll be maybe 10-15 bucks if I get lucky. So yeah. And that is the end of today's video. At the beginning, we started with $80, and now we end today with $9.76. However, we do have 2 things listed on Facebook Marketplace now, and hopefully they will sell pretty soon. As always, if you like retro games, flips, finds, a good 0 to something challenge, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, and join me for this journey. I will see y'all in the next video.